Hey everybody, this is Brian, head tutor from ScoreBeyond, coming at you from ScoreBeyond headquarters in bustling Menlo Park, California. Let's take a look at this ACT math question. So this question, as you can see, is about parallel lines. They might look parallel, but the question also tells us they're parallel. Lines Y and Z are parallel, and lines W and X are parallel, meaning these two are parallel with each other, and these two are parallel with each other. The question also tells us that line Y is not perpendicular to line X. And as you can see in the diagram, they do not have a right angle. The question ultimately asks for which of the following pairs of angles are congruent. So congruent means that the angles have the same measure. Since we don't know the actual measurement of any one of these angles, it's kind of hard to then find the measurement of any other angle. Like if we knew that A were 100 degrees, we would know that B would be 180 because two angles across a straight line are a linear pair, and they add up to 180 degrees. So B would then also be 80. However, the question doesn't give us those measurements, so we can't really say what they are. We could actually just make A 100 and B 80. However, I'm going to give you a speedy way to solve this. When you have parallel lines crossing each other in this way, if you want to know which angles are equal to each other and which angles are not equal to each other, well, just think of them as big angles and small angles. Big angles equal other big angles. Small angles equal other small angles. Again, we can assign numbers to some of these angles in here and then find the other angles based on this rule of linear pairs, that two angles across a straight line are 180, or we could just look at, hey, which angles are big, which angles are small. Okay, those are going to be equal to each other. So let's start with answer A, which points us to angles A and B. Since A is a big angle and B is a small angle, yeah, those aren't congruent. They're not the same. Angles B and D, okay, well, B is a small angle, D is a big angle, okay, those aren't the same. For answer C, we have C and D. So C is a small angle and D is a big angle. Okay, answer C is gone because those angles are not the same. Answer D directs us to angles A and E. A is big and E at the top here is small, so those aren't the same. Answer E directs us to angles A and F. A is big and F is big. Guess what? Those two angles are congruent, so bubble that in. So there you go, not too hard, especially when you consider that the big angles in perpendicular lines are the same as all the other big angles, and the small angles are the same as the small angles. If you'd like extra help with parallel lines like this one, and how to use the principles of parallel lines like we did today in order to solve all the parallel lines questions on the ACT math section, or if you want to unlock the secrets to the other skills tested on the ACT, like we did today with the principles of parallel lines, tap the tutoring button at the bottom of the screen. If you're reading our blog, scroll to the bottom, click on the tutoring banner there, and you'll see more information on how our tutors can help you unlock these quick, easy math tricks in order to boost your score in the ACT math section. Okay, see you next time.